It's not every day I meet someone as brave as my next guest. Toni Sottak visited us back in October, right before starting a life-changing journey. Her breast cancer diagnosis precipitated by her concern and support for a dear friend, and here we are today. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Today, you are a triple-negative breast cancer survivor. Tell our audience what that means.
Well, actually, I didn't realize there's 8 or 9 different kinds of breast cancer. Yeah. And the breast cancer I have is called triple negative because it doesn't respond to proteins like estrogen, progesterone, HER2. And that means that there's not a lot of treatments. The best way to treat it is with chemotherapy, which is what I've had to do, which was a surprise.
When you came into studio, I believe it was later that week, you were starting your first infusion. And those went on for how long?
Well, I had 16 infusions, but that was over about 6 months.
Over the course of 6 months.
Yes.
And you just had your last one when?
March 3rd.
March 3rd. And how was that experience for you?
Well, it was. I thought it was going to be super scary. Everyone hears about chemotherapy and it gets strong chemicals in your body, but the actual process of getting chemotherapy wasn't bad. It wasn't scary and it wasn't painful. The nurses and the staff make it really enjoyable almost. They put you in a really comfortable chair.
It's the first time I think I've ever heard anyone say that the experience was
That's true.
enjoyable.
It was enjoyable, but it wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be.
No, but I think when you're also surrounded by people who truly care about your well-being, that makes a huge difference, just emotionally speaking.
Definitely.
Right?
Support is important.
Yeah, it certainly is. How long before your visit here, your first visit, had you been diagnosed?
Very short. I was diagnosed September 28th, and my first chemo was like October 15th or 16th.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
And what got you to the doctor to get that test and diagnosis?
It was a routine screening. So I definitely think that they're important, and they saw right away something different, small, and they brought me back right away, did a biopsy. They were really great.
Gosh, that's incredible. Now let's just remind our viewers here that you joined us with your friend Lisa Samuel to talk about the Pink Lemonade Stand Challenge.
Right.
And that tell our audience again what the challenge is all about.
The Pink Lemonade Stand Challenge was something that a friend of mine's daughter did when her mom had breast cancer, our friend Kim. She had a pink lemonade stand to raise money, and then it took off. So they do these pink lemonade stands all around the country, really, to raise money for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, which actually triple negative breast cancer is a big part of what they're trying to find more therapies for and advanced research for. So it kind of really hit home with me, ironically. But yeah, it's a great organization. They have like a grassroots movement. They're right now trying to lobby the White House to have a pink lemonade stand on the White House lawn.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, they should. But you also had a couple of friends who had breast cancer before you.
Right.
And one of which, I'm sorry, had passed away.
Yes. I had a really good friend from college that has been dealing with breast cancer for almost 12 years. She had a breast cancer, then it was gone, and then it came back, and it spread. So she'd been battling it for a long time, I felt like I was familiar with it, but until it happens to you, it's different. And yeah, I thought she would be here. I guess she is with me in my spirit, but she's moved on to the next phase, I guess. And she actually handled it really well and was really positive through the whole thing. So I think that's actually been an inspiration for me. And she really tried to make it like not all about cancer. She lived her life as much as she could, even though she was battling that for a long time.
Certainly, and that is the important thing. And facing it just head on, because what is the alternative? Right?
Exactly, yeah, exactly. I think that's the thing, that even with chemotherapy, as harsh as the treatment is, at least it's a treatment, at least there's an option. I think I read somewhere that like 15, 20 years ago, triple negative breast cancer, there wasn't any option. They didn't know what to do with it.
Wow.
So it would have been, I'm glad I live in this day and age, and I'm glad we have so much advanced research. So I think sometimes the treatment might be worse than you think, but at least it's an option. And I looked at each treatment as a way to get to the other side. Like one less I have to do, and then as soon as I'm done, it's all behind me.
Absolutely, and you are living proof that you are brave. You went for your chemo treatments, and now you have a surgery coming up.
Yes.
So once the surgery happens, and we can continue to declare you cancer-free, every day is a celebration.
Exactly, yeah. And I think that's the gift of cancer in a way. It makes you realize that you have to really live in the moment and be present and enjoy what you have, and not look always to the future, because you don't know what's going to happen.
That's so true. That is so true. So if I may ask you, once you've healed from your surgery, what is next? What is next for you?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. Well, hopefully growing my hair back. Yes, that would be.
But this looks beautiful on YouTube. too.
Thank you. But I think the next thing is just to, you know, like I said, be appreciative every day. I would like to share more information because I think that there's a stigma around cancer. Some people, I shared a little bit of my story on LinkedIn, and so many people came and said, that was so helpful. I had a mother that passed away of cancer. I never talked about it. So if talking about it helps other people, I'm hoping to do that. But I think I'll just get back to my life. And I tried not to change too much and just enjoy, hopefully travel.
Yes.
And getting my taste buds back so I can eat.
Yeah, I know. With all the wonderful food we have here in Charleston,
Exactly.
that is going to be first on your list.
Exactly.
Well, I want to thank you so much for coming back and sharing with us. And we're so happy to see you sitting in this chair beside me.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're back after this.